first and foremost, it's about creating meaning in the sense that why do people, what is it that they're set out to achieve in here. So for example, if it's a grocery e-commerce, that we are building out, we can say, hey, you know what, they're coming here to buy sugar, or coming here to buy wheat or rice. So that's one way of looking at it. But you can also look at why do they really prefer to come here? What are the experiences that they're looking for? What kind of needs that are driving them to come here to me, to this particular brand, to do that? So you've got to understand the meaning of what they're looking for. For example, they might be coming here for self-esteem reasons, or they might be coming here because the quality, they're people who are connoisseurs of a certain thing. When we designed a furniture store, we looked at all of those aspects. We looked at people with who are connoisseurs of furniture, of sorts, of home. How do you get them to how do you through your artifacts, through your experience, through your product, how do you give them that kind of a meaning that they're looking for? So that's the most and the first important thing, which takes a lot of time. The second thing is value alignment. In today's day and age, it's not enough to just talk about values that are important to the brand or the organization, but it is about understanding the values that the users have. Today's users care a lot about values. The environmental values, the sustainability is playing a big role. The liberal way of thinking is playing a big role. So lots of different values that people bring to the table, and they also make their decisions. If the other party that I'm interacting with, me as a user, you as a company, are we aligned in our values? They generally think about all of those aspects. Patagonia does a very good job of ensuring that their resources that they have, natural resources such as water that they have to create new products, are not wasted out. So they kind of align on the environmental values of their buyers. And the third thing is building trust. And there is a whole bunch of things once you have established these things that you can do, the visceral, behavioral, and the reflective principles that Don Norman talked about in emotional design. So will people, when they buy something from you, when they interact with you, when they engage with you, do they go back home and do they talk about it? Do they feel good doing so? Do they reflect upon it? Right? There are a few things you reflect upon, and is your product one of them? Those are some of the things that you can look at. How does it even look like? Does the quality of what your design look finished, look great? The Dieter fantastic stuff that that he spoke about are beautiful viscerally, behaviorally. The way he talked about all his products. Recently, I got a gift, and the gift was from Carvana radio like thing, and it is such a beautiful thing for me, which looks beautiful. It has all the artists. It's basically a music jukebox. It has all the artists in it. I can use different modes on it, but also has that reflective value that I get when I sit today, when I'm speaking to you. I'm actually thinking of how beautifully it has changed the way that I think about music. It gives me that reflective value. I am been showing it to all the people who come to my home on that particular piece of device. So that reflective value is very important. And there are other, of course, behavioral design principles. Please look up Hooked from Nir Eyal, the intrinsic and extrinsic motivation that we also need to create. So there are different behavioral principles that one uses, but at the same time, behavioral design also goes along with ethics, making sure that we do the right thing for our users and for the planet and for the society is also very important, that they go along hand in hand.